What's good, y'all? Today I'm gonna be showing you how to make melodic melodies for NBA Youngboy or Raw Wave. So, in that area, in that vibe, and we're just gonna lock in. And quick reminder, all the sounds that I use in today's video are gonna be linked below. Dropping a drum kit a week, so hey, get into that. It's free, why not? Just download it. Alright, so I just got this beat pulled up that I've been working on recently, and I'm gonna give y'all a little snippet, show y'all how the melody sounds. That sounds fire. I also got some drums laid out too. We're just gonna go into the breakdown. I started with the chords first. I got this preset from Analog Lab 5 here. So the full beat is actually pitched down some by 3 or 4 notes. So the original melody started like this. So I'm gonna just act like I'm starting the beat from scratch, and rebuild these chords. So we don't need that. So to start, I just drew in some chords in on the piano roll. I started on G. You could start on whatever note you want, and I just placed in a minor chord triad. So from G, I just went up 3 notes. So 1, 2, 3 to A sharp, and now from A sharp, I'm gonna go up 4 notes to D, and that's how you get a minor chord. So it would be like from whatever the root note is, up 3 and then up another 4. And an easy way to remember this is just by looking at the spaces in between the chords or the notes. So from G to A sharp, you can see we have 2 spaces in between. From A sharp to D, we have 3 spaces in between. Minor chord would be 2, 3. A major chord would be 3 spaces and then 2 spaces. Now for the second chord, I'm just gonna highlight the first one, press Control B to copy it over. And a quick trick that you can do is now for the second one, we're just gonna move it down, the entire chord, just move it down by 2 notes. And now for this middle note, instead of it being another minor chord, you're just gonna highlight that, shift up, and move it up to a major chord now. And that works with, any note. You can move that down. And now actually we kind of want to get the chords in more of a NBA Youngboy type of rhythm, raw wave rhythm. So for this first chord, just gonna highlight it, shorten it, like right there. Highlight the second chord, move it over. For the third chord, you can actually just copy and paste the second one and do that same trick again. Just move all the notes down by 2, and that would sound like this. And that should be instantly recognizable to y'all. That's Lonely Child, that's that rod wave chord progression. And that's not what I did on this beat, but if you actually wanted to like finish out that progression and get that Lonely Child sound for real, all you would do is highlight that first section, Control B to paste it over. Now you can go right up here to the wrench. You're gonna go down to flip. Make sure it's flipped vertically. Press accept. You just want to double check that all of the notes and chords are like the same. So for example, this middle one is actually instead of A, it's at G sharp. So I'm just gonna pull that up. So really simple, easy stuff, and it sounds good too. But I'm just gonna bring it back to the first 2 chords. The way I finished out my progression is I actually just brought it back to that G minor chord, highlight it, paste it over, move it over to this third slot. See how this third chord is just, kind of lonely, nothing really going on, it's just empty. I just filled in the gap with some accent notes, and to make these notes like not overlap each other, you can just highlight them and press Control L. And And to make the chords sound fuller and bigger than they actually are, take these bottom notes here, Control C, Control V to paste them, and I'm just gonna layer the octaves here. For the second half, I'm gonna do the same thing as before. I'm gonna copy over that first chord, Control B, bring it over here. Instead of going down by 2 notes, this time I'm gonna bring it down by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to D sharp. With that middle note, we're just gonna bring it up from F sharp to G. Copy and paste this one. Now the third chord, we're just gonna go up 2. For the middle chord that I have hitting again, I wanted to spice it up a little bit, so I kind of like strum the notes. For the A sharp, I'm just gonna move that back, and I actually got rid of the G completely. With all this empty space in the third chord, I'm just gonna do the same thing we did last time, make it sound more interesting. Gotta stay hydrated. Now we need something to complement the chords. I'm just gonna go in with a top line piano melody. You already know it cannot be an NBA Youngboy beat without having this in it. Come on, man. One more time. Sheesh. But nah, for real, for this beat, I didn't actually use one of these one-shot sounds just because I didn't want it to be so in your face and blatant. I used Lounge Lizard. I used a plugin called Lounge Lizard instead. Just went to the presets, Electronica and Warped, and it's gonna be this second one called Pulsing Chords. I also added some more like accent notes because again, it's not really like a sound effect. And I felt like it sounded cool in the background as well, so. We are not done with the NBA Youngboy signature sounds just yet. We also had to bring in the Pizzicato strings or whatever. I just found this preset from Philharmonic. Goated plugin, by the way. It's just a violin, you know, muted violin. They're plucking the string to give that pizzicato sound. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Pizzicato, I don't know. Now the last thing that I'm about to add is actually my favorite part of the beat in general. Let me get it for y'all. All right. All right, let me stop playing around. So for the electric guitar, I use this preset from Edspan 2 called Distorted Lead. Played the notes on the keyboard actually. And just filled in some spaces, added some slides here and there. By itself, it sounds like this. Yeah, that's pretty much the melody right there. For all of them, you know, I just bounced them out. And for the pitch, I just lowered all of the, you know, melodies down by 300 cents, which is 3 notes. So now they sound like this. Damn, my CPU is cooked. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what's going on. I also added a synth bass, just this one shot that I found in the kit, which will be available for you guys for the free down in the link below, down in the top comment. Now we can kind of dive into the effects used and stuff like that. This is for the piano. Just added some reverb. Any reverb is fine. I prefer Wahhhh. And then I also added Fruity Reverb on top of that. I really wanted to, widen the sound. I'll actually just play the piano without the sound effects right quick. It sounds like this. That ain't it, y'all. That ain't it. Again, I have 2 reverbs on here. Stereo enhancer, so I just widened the sound a little bit. And just a little bit of fruity chorus. With those effects, it sounds like this. So a huge difference. You feel me? Huge difference. I also have these 2 parametric EQs, because I don't want the bass in it. And as always, before I play the full beat, I just want to say thank y'all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you were able to learn something. Follow me on socials, man. And once again, drum kit is down below. Hold on, I'm a little thirsty. And I'm out of water, man. My time's up.